It's time for story time with Louie and Sophie the mermaid. It's time to hear a little bit of our chapter book, Ramona the Pest. And it's a beach day today, so I thought we'd have a little beach picnic, but it's the kind of beach day where you need a fire going in the background, so I have a fire going in the background. So let's see, where did we leave off with Ramona the Pest? Let's see, would you like to take off your sunglasses, Sophie? Okay, thank you, Sophie. She's turning the page for me. Okay, so we left off where Ramona hadn't decided who she's engaged to. And one Saturday, Mrs. Quimby examined Ramona's scuffed shoes and discovered that not only were the heels worn down, the leather of the toes was worn through because Ramona stopped her lopsided two-wheel tricycle by dragging her toes on the concrete. Mrs. Quimby had Ramona stand up while she felt her feet through the leather. "It's time for new shoes," Mrs. Quimby decided. "Get your jacket and your boots and we'll drive down to the shopping center." "It isn't raining today," said Ramona. "Why do I have to take boots?" "To see if they will fit over your new shoes," answered her mother. "Hurry along, Ramona." When they reached the shoe store, Ramona's favorite shoe salesman said as Ramona and her mother sat down, "What's the matter with my little Petunia today? Don't you have a smile for me?" Ramona shook her head and looked sadly and longingly at a row of beautiful, shiny girls' boots displayed on one side of the store. So if Ramona looked longingly at those new boots, those beautiful boots on the other side of the store, what do you think longingly means? Think about it for a minute. Ramona looked longingly at those new boots. Now, if I can get the card, I will show you. Here's longingly. It means like you want something really bad. So, if she looked longingly at the new boots, she looked at them like she wanted those new boots really bad. So, let's see, where were we? There she sat with Howie's dingy old brown boots. Dingy means dirty. Dingy old brown boots beside her. How could she smile? A babyish nursery school girl who was wearing new red boots was rocking joyously on the shoe store's rocking horse while her mother paid for the boots. "Well, we'll see what we can do for you," said the salesman briskly. Briskly means quickly. If you're doing something briskly, if you take a brisk walk, you're taking a fast walk. So, the salesman pulled off Ramona's shoes and made her stand with her foot on the measuring stick. Finding the right pair of shoes for her did not take him long. "Now try on the boots," said Mrs. Quimby in her no-nonsense voice, when Ramona had walked across the shoe store and back in her new shoes. For a moment, Ramona sat down on the floor and grasped one of the hated boots. She considered pretending she couldn't get it on. However, she knew she couldn't get away with this trick because the shoe store man understood both children and shoes. She pulled and yanked and tugged and managed to get her foot most of the way in. When she stood up, she was on tiptoe inside the boot. Her mother tugged some more, and the shoe went all the way into the boot. "There," said Mrs. Quimby. Ramona sighed. The babyish nursery school girl stopped rocking long enough to announce to the world, "I have new boots!" "Tell me, Petunia," said the shoe salesman, "how many boys and girls in your kindergarten?" 29, said Ramona with a long face. 29, most of them with new boots. The happy booted nursery school baby climbed off the rocking horse, collected her free balloon, and left with her mother. The shoe man spoke to Mrs. Quimby. "Kindergarten teachers like boots to fit loosely so the children can manage by themselves. I doubt if Petunia's teacher has time to help with 58 boots." "Ooh, I hadn't thought of that," said Mrs. Quimby. "Perhaps we'd better look at boots after all." "I'll bet Petunia here would like red boots," said the shoe man. When Ramona beamed, show me beamed, big smile, he added, "I had a hunch that would get a smile out of you." And we're going to stop right there. Ramona leaving the shoe store with her beautiful red boots, girls' boots in a box, which she carried herself. And we're going to stop right there and start up again tomorrow. It seems like my mermaid has fallen asleep. Oh, there she is. And my other beach friend has left because Mr. Louie doesn't like to sit for very long. I hope you enjoyed the read aloud on our lovely little fireside beach day. Have a great day. I'll see you later.